What first comes to mind when you hear the words automatic mechanical watch? For me, luxurious, exquisite craftsmanship, and expensive. We usually associate these attributes with brands such as Rolex, IWC, Patek Philippe, and a myriad of other equally important and expensive brands. However, for the vast majority of us, an automatic watch seems out of reach. Until recently. Hello Internet, this is Oliver Jimenez, your fellow tech enthusiast and newly minted watch enthusiast. Today we take a look at a watch that I recently purchased for $67 and something that you might want to consider for yourself. The watch that I came across was the Cadisen C1009G, or affectionately known as the Cadisen Conquest. This is from a Chinese brand based out of Shenzhen, China, and as you may notice, this watch is an homage to the Longines Conquest luxury watch, which costs significantly more, about $800 regular price for the quartz version with leather straps, and $1,225 regular price for the automatic version with steel bracelet. Those are significantly more expensive, even if on sale, in some retailers. Now, the Cadisen C1009G. The watch looks good overall, almost a one-to-one copy of the Longines, and it also resembles a Rolex Explorer as well. So before we go further into the aesthetics, let's talk about the heart of this Cadisen. The watch is powered by a 21 joules, 21,600 beats per hour Miyota 8215 automatic mechanical movement made by Miyota Citizen, the Japanese watch company. Indeed, this movement is reliable and can be found in watches more than 20 times its price, like the 7 Friday M2-1, which costs a whopping $1,299 on Amazon. The movement is non-hacking, meaning if you pull the crown to adjust the date, the second hand does not stop. If you're not at all concerned about precision down to the last second, this should be perfectly fine. After all, it's not like you would be timing air assaults or bombing raids or some Mission Impossible stuff with this Chinese watch, are you? Well, are you? Accuracy is rated at -20 to +40 seconds per day, with users claiming an average of 5 seconds per day difference for the C1009G. Power reserve is at 42 hours, though I haven't tested this out yet because I've been using it every day for a whole week now. Dimensions: case 39mm, dial 30mm, case and crown 43mm, thickness 12mm, lug to lug 47mm, weight about 62 grams, and strap clearance. This did accommodate the almost 1.8 or 2mm thick replacement nylon NATO strap that I have. Stock strap length, it's about 208mm. The watch came inside this simple black box with foam padding and some instructions on how to operate a Cadisen watch, whether it be a quartz or this automatic. There is also an operations guarantee certificate to validate that the watch was indeed functioning properly before being shipped, which unfortunately wasn't signed by the seller that I got it from. At the back of the certificate is a table for the waterproof standard and recommendations on activities that can be done with each rating. The Cadisen C1009G is rated as water resistant at 5 ATM or 50 meters, which should be enough for showers, rain, hand washing, but according to this table, not for swimming, snorkeling, nor diving. There is also a microfiber cloth included, which you will need for this fingerprint magnet ceramic bezel. Now, the watch comes with a 20mm wide black leather strap. While it feels okay, and it looks okay, it doesn't scream premium. It also tapers from 20mm to about 18 near the middle, which I didn't quite like, so I swapped it out for a sportier striped NATO strap for that James Bond look. Now, the case is made up of 316L stainless steel, while some watches only use 304 steel. The main difference is the addition of molybdenum, which helps reduce corrosion. Now, the finishing on the case is all glossy, while personally I think having satin or brushed finish on the front of the watch and the gloss on the sides would have looked better. The crown is signed with a Cadisen logo, and it's designed with an indentation which makes it easy to pull and operate. The movement also hand winds, and while turning the crown, a reassuring amount of resistance can be felt. Pulling the crown once on the first position and turning counterclockwise adjusts the date, and pulling it on the second position sets the time. As mentioned, surrounding the dial is a ceramic bezel, which adds to the premium look of this watch. However, it is indeed a fingerprint magnet and it smudges quite easily, so be prepared to wipe it down frequently. There are some imperfections present under the ceramic dial and surrounding the sapphire, as ceramic seems to be difficult to work as it is quite brittle, but you'll only really notice it when you scrutinize this watch closely, and for my unit, it's usually limited to the underside and along the edges nearest to the glass. The surface of the bezel is in pristine condition. Day-to-day wear, you wouldn't really notice this, and let alone anyone else. The dial is covered by a flat piece of scratch-resistant sapphire, a material which was usually reserved for premium watches, and rates better than Gorilla Glass found on smartphones. The dial itself is plain black, and it would have been nice to have a textured sunburst pattern, but unfortunately we don't have that. Indices are applied, baton markers for the hours, and 12 and 6 Arabic numerals lest you forget. The minute and second hand markers are printed along with a Cadisen name and the word automatic, and I wish they used an applied Cadisen logo here. The hands of the watch are legible. They're not flat, they're angled, so they always catch or reflect light for easy reading. As you may have noticed, there are no looms in the hands. Only the hour markers have looms. What an oversight, right? Well, to be fair, even the original Longines Conquest did not have loom hands. Again, a one-to-one homage watch. Ultimately, if you like the design of this watch, never mind the loom. They suck so much, it's as if they're not even there. Take it out somewhere dark and you can barely see it. And if you think the loom isn't actually there, then this watch presents an excellent value, and you can always mod the loom hands in the future if it really bothers you. Looking at the back, there is a glass cover displaying the internals. The movements look functional but unexceptional. There aren't any fancy finishings here or premium metals. Still, a very cool feature for such an affordable watch. So, who is this watch for? This is for those on a budget but are looking for the experience of owning a mechanical watch. This is also for guys with small wrists, or for those who prefer smaller watches. My wrists are 6¼ inches and this watch looks fine. This is also for women who like sportier watches or prefer something a little bit bigger than the usual women's watches but not over 40mm in size. Also as a gift for teens, something relatively inexpensive. And for those of you foaming at the mouth for me not mentioning other brands nearer the price range, such as a Seiko, an Orient, or a Vostok, hopefully we'll get those in this channel soon. Those brands do offer a lot of value, a lot more bang for a little more buck. So does this watch get a recommendation? Yes, of course, why not? There are worse watches for the same or higher price. Again, for $67 to $80, maybe less if it's on sale, sometimes going for as low as $50, the Cadisen C1009G Conquest is an excellent automatic mechanical watch. Until next time, Internet, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.